In a moment, I'll be joined by the Liberal MP Keith Wolahan, who served as Deputy Chair of the Parliamentary Committee looking at the Voice to Parliament. First, here's a little of what he had to say to Parliament during the debate on the Voice legislation.
This is a decision that the Australian people will decide. Whether their vote is yes, no or unsure, I commit to honour that, and I commit to respecting the views of those who disagree with me. And I encourage all of us in this place, in the media, in social media, that wherever we see insults, wherever we see invective, wherever we see people revert to attacking the person and not the ideas, we should all step in and stop them. And so, like that young man at the State Council who took a risk to stand up, I say to those in corporate Australia, to our sporting codes, to families, to people at dinner parties, let's just respect each other as Australians and get through this, and at the other end, we know that the Australian people will have made the right decision.
Joining me now is the Liberal member for Menzies, Keith Wolahan. Keith, thanks so much for your time. You spoke about the need to get the tone right in this debate. Why is that important?
I think it's important because when we get to the day after the referendum, whatever the result, I think a lot of us, in fact, most of us are worried that we risk becoming a more divided nation. Because my commitment to my electorate is that in a democracy, the people always get it right. But along the way, we need to have a civil and respectful debate with each other. And what I've seen on social media, in the media recently, and I saw Stan Grant's speech last night, and that was heartbreaking, but across the debate on both sides, there is a tendency for some to attack the individual rather than address the argument. And I think for us in this place and for those who have leadership positions in this debate, we have to show a better example, because right now in lounge rooms and in coffee rooms, people are tense. And I think we need to say in Australia we can have this debate and still be friends and colleagues and family, even if we have a different view.
Do you think your opposition leader, your Liberal leader, Peter Dutton, is getting that tone right?
I think he is. I think he is. You know, people will pick apart words here or there, but whenever he can, you know, Peter leads with the commitment that we all have to addressing Indigenous disadvantage. We all lead with our great pride in our Indigenous history and heritage. We're all proud of that. And I think Peter is getting the tone right. But I think all of us need to make sure that we always acknowledge that it's the argument we're addressing and not the person or their motives.